What's up, guys? Soul the Hulk here, and welcome to my show. Not just mine.
Hey, you do
We
this
do
every
this
week.
every time. I know it's a joke, but you know, let's do it again. Soul the Hulk here, and that guy.
Marcus.
What's your last name?
Rader.
Well, why don't you say your last name?
Oh, that sounds alright. So that guy, Rader.
Okay. So you actually, I see you wearing some glasses. Do you think you're very sophisticated, or makes you look sophisticated?
No. I should have been wearing glasses for the last probably couple of months.
Yeah.
And you can actually ask Mel. I found these today in my car. Didn't I?
Are they prescription, or are they just from the BP service station?
No, they're prescription.
Hey, listen, guys. Welcome to another edition, episode 7 of our podcast. Thank you for the messages, and I've got tons of messages from all of my fans, but there was no messages for Marcus. But can someone out there just send one message, just say hi?
Because I said last time, I just keep sort of moving off the side. I really still want to be part of this, if that's okay.
And I understand he's a nobody.
And I'm needy.
Yeah, and he's... but we'll make you somebody soon.
Would you?
Yeah, we will. We'll make you somebody soon. But
and I like the way everyone saw me shit myself last week. That was really good.
Mate, it was funny. I thought it was funny. And
I rewatched that and I thought, oh my god! Like,
am I a good hype man or what? I just hyped that shit up. I just hyped it up.
No, you did did a good job. Yeah. I did shit myself. I actually thought I was getting electrocuted.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because I touched it like that, and then it started going off. As soon as I touched it, I actually thought it was a stun gun or something.
It was actually one of them mice things. You actually pull the cord and then it moves around.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah. So and I made sure I pulled it.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Anyway, that was quite funny. And then you had your ghost hunting stuff.
Yeah. So that was a day trip that we did out there, and there's a couple of things that came back. I don't know if anyone saw it on the YouTube itself, but I've lined up some really awesome places in the future. So, and there's going to be night ones. So. That was just a really short sort of.
I didn't actually watch that bit because I'm against that kind of ghost hunting because attracting
the
spirits.
white light. Do a prayer
That's
first.
why
And happy
today
days.
I bought my what's it called again?
Sage.
I bought my sage, and as you can see there, the crystal.
Don't want to know what you do with that crystal.
So no, it's not a smoke thing, but it's actually just to protect me from the spirits that he's got.
Mate, the spirits are all good.
Yeah.
I've just
just protecting me. So in those spirits of Marcus, these kind of spirits are pretty dangerous, Marcus. You shouldn't be collecting spirits and bringing them back here.
I don't collect them. They've got a story to tell.
Because then they might attach themselves to me, and I don't want to be attached with any spirits.
Like, was it last week or the week before? We were doing the editing, and an orb, which is like an energy part of a spirit, actually came across, bounced off your head, and then went in front of the camera and disappeared. I'll find that and we'll put that in. And then halfway through the show, another one, as I was talking about it, actually came up towards me and then sort of just took off nicely. Like, it was a beautiful thing.
Let's hope that no knuckles bounce off your head soon.
It's good to have a chair in between us.
Hey, listen, you're probably wondering why we've got this microphone. We do have a special guest.
Exciting. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
You promised it, and
I'm very excited. I'm so excited.
I got to hold something, and this is no bullshit. I got to hold something that I am absolutely privileged to hold, and we'll see what it is.
We'll talk about that after the break, but we'll carry on with the safety share.
Oh yes, safety share. Okay, cool. By the way, safety shares again. Heaps of feedback coming in that this part does get cut out and used at pre-starts at some sites, so we really do appreciate that. Today I thought we'd talk about something back when I was with the DMP. I won't name obviously the company that we went to, but it was a big, well-known mining company, and an incident happened underground where an IT toppled over with someone in the cage at the front and basically broke every bone in their foot. To this day, they still can't work.
What's an IT?
It's a integrated tool carrier. So it's last week we spoke about the Volvo.
Is that the thing with the carriage? Is the carriage that they sit in? No.
Yeah. So last week we spoke about the stemming bucket.
Yep.
So the same vehicle that holds a stemming bucket, then also holds a cage.
Okay.
And underground, 3 people generally in the cage, and it lifts you up against the ceilings, which is called the backs in underground terms. And this particular one they were hanging up a fan, like a big fan which helps in ventilation. So, long story short, I won't go into too much. It toppled over, and so because it was an incident, we attended it on behalf of the government to have a look at it. And The SOP, or the standard operating procedure that was written for that task, was ridiculous. It was it didn't show. Well, it wasn't a safe procedure. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So after reading that, I put a prohibition on that particular document,
Yep.
and I said these fans are not to be hung this way. You need to work on a new one. Now that particular site has a sister site, so to speak, which use exactly the same IT, odd 100 kilometres up the road. Mm-hmm. So same company, different sites. Yep. So it was a Friday arvo, and I was going, geez, I should really be heading back to Cal, but decided to go the other way and make sure that they don't use the same SOP and talk to those guys. So I rock up there and have a look at their SOP, and it's totally different to the one that this other site had.
Yep.
I said, hang on, you use the same basket, the same IT, and you've got a different one, and this one's actually really good. It's different steps, and this would not have happened if they used this. I said, why don't these guys have that? And the guy said, well, we thought up of this, we wrote this down, why should they have it? And that really pissed me off, because it shows that they're the same company, but when it comes to safety, you should just share it with everyone. Yeah. But the same company, the same logo on their shirt, right, made up an SOP which was safe and didn't share it with a sister company, which could have prevented that particular incident. So what we want to take out of that is, if you have a safe way of doing something, share it around. Share it to other sites. Yeah. What some people don't understand is the Mine Safety Inspection Act and Regulations actually states that as a mines inspector, we are not allowed to actually share information from one site to the other.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually illegal for us to do that. So Andrew Chaplin, who's been with the DMP and head of the DMP for quite some time, I believe he's looking at changing that, which would be awesome. But at this stage, unless it's changed in the last few years...
I mean, when there's incidents on site, they do share it, don't they?
Yes,
yes,
we do. That's right. Yeah,
it
the
gets
SIR
shared.
we're talking about.
Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
So it does get shared.
Yeah, but I can't go to your site and say, oh, wow, you're doing something really good, and I can't take that document, and even if I asked you, I could say, look, hey, it'd be really cool if you could share this.
Yeah.
But I can't, as an inspector, say, yep, because as a government worker, as soon as you recommend something, if it goes pear-shaped, you're going to be liable. So that's why the government steps away and says, well, we don't really want to recommend something, even if it's a good thing. So what I'm trying to say is mine sites need to share amongst themselves to make it safer. We're all the same family out there. We all do the same work.
Exactly.
So,
and if you can share information, that could help another company.
This was the same bloody company. That's what really pissed me off, to be honest.
Yeah. And you wouldn't call it trial and error, would you? It would be, if there's an incident that did happen, it would stop from other companies to kind of...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my rant and safety share, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a good safety share. Yeah, I'm glad you brought something very good up.
Now and then, I
try.
It's hard to try and impress you, but I try.
But what's happening in the mining industry?
Well, mate, I reckon you should have we touch on mental health, and mental health is such a huge thing, as you know. And there's been a lot of feedback and people saying, finally people are talking about this. In fact, I was talking to a guy from the DJ store where we buy our equipment. We bought some new equipment. Yep. And he was asking what the podcast was about, and I told him, and he's not even in mining, and he goes, mate, he's got a friend who went through depression, and even he said, just in public in general, it doesn't get talked about enough. So absolutely awesome that you do what you do. So I reckon, let's talk about that.
Well, so I'm affiliated, I'm connected with a program, a company called Strong Minds, Strong Minds. So Strong Minds is in the mine, and Strong Mind is in the mining sites. Yeah. This is a company that through what they've done, obviously with McMahon, they are connected with McMahon, and McMahon have done some great work in the mental health industry. So they roll out programs. So what we do, roll out programs on mine sites. And we also we connect the physical fitness aspect with the mental health. So there is a direct link from physical fitness to mental health on the benefits of doing physical fitness. Yeah. If you worked out in the past or do work out currently, you feel tired after you do a workout. But
that's part of dolphins, doesn't it?
Yeah. So did you say dolphins?
Is it dolphins?
No, endorphins.
Endorphins.
Why are you talking about dolphins?
Dolphins and dolphins.
I know this should be.
Everyone knew what I was talking about.
So before he started talking about dolphins, he's probably thinking about Flipper. You remember that TV show Flipper?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Anyway, I've just gone off track. I'll go back on track. But so you know, there's a lot of benefits to exercising. Increases brain serotonin, increases level endorphins. You feel good when you exercise.
Yeah.
I know you've texted me, and you were at you're doing a workout, and that was your first workout after 2 years, and that's great. You've just one workout in 2 years. You should do it every day. But what we do, we educate people in obviously in the mental health space, and also the physical fitness space. And
that's a good thing. Yeah.
And knowledge is power, and the more education that we give people out there, it's because a lot of people don't even know what an EAP is. They don't even know what to know how to reach out. Yeah. So we kind of give them information by telling my story about when I was going through depression, anxiety, and suicide, and I take them on this journey with the story. So, and it's a very important thing that we should take from this, that in order for I could stand up and do a presentation and just talk about stats. People don't care about that. Well, they do care about it because they see how much suicide is
but you've got a personal story that you share with them.
You've got everyone has a story. So, and the most important thing, and this is what I say to companies, that in order for me, you've got miners that have been mining for 15 to 20 years in the mining, and some of them are old school. So, in order for you to reach out to these people, they've got to feel it in their heart in order for them to kind of to listen. If they don't feel it in their heart, they won't listen. It'll be like, yep, just another toolbox. We'll see you next year. Yep, tick the box. It's another government thing that they're just rolling out. Yeah. But what we do, we're actually there, consistently.
Exactly. It's not like once a year. I mean, Are You OK is a great thing. Don't get me wrong, but that's a yearly thing. And it highlights things, but it's not like you're out there constantly, and your program consistently goes throughout the year.
Mate, it's the human factor behind it.
Yes.
And if a lot of if people out there can actually have that conversation and talk about it, mate, you'd be like, but it's those kind of comments that fuel that stigma. Those comments that if I'm having a bad day, but I don't want to have a chat to my mate, because if I have to have that chat to my mate, it'd be like, mate, he'll turn around and say, mate, toughen up. Yeah. Have a cup of concrete. Yeah, how many times have we heard these kind of comments? These are the kind of comments that fuel that stigma. I'm so passionate about this because I've dealt with it. Yes. And there's stigma that is surrounds in the mining industry. And as well, people are doing long stints, especially with COVID happening. People are doing long stints out there. They're doing like 4 weeks on, 2 weeks off. People are actually from eastern states, from overseas, New Zealand, in Indonesia, and they haven't seen their families since January, since the COVID thing. So people are struggling. But if everyone can band together and have that conversation, and I think
the other important thing is help is out there. People go, okay, I told someone, so what? What's going to happen? But there is help out there. There's and it's not. You shouldn't be scared to ask for help. If you cut your finger, you go to the doctor and get stitches. You get help. Yeah, because you have to get help.
And that's the same with, as we say, if someone's hurt their leg or something like that, you don't leave them there and walk away. No. You stay with them. So let's put it into mental health. So you just make sure they're okay. If someone's talking about suicide, stay there. Don't send them back to their room or say, hey mate, you'll be alright. Sleep it off, you'll be okay. They go back into their room. They've got 4 walls looking at the ceiling. What do you think? They're thinking about suicide already. So leaving them by themselves is not good. That's when you ring up the 000, emergency services, or kind of ring up the EAP if you're on site and say, hey, listen, a mate of mine is going through some issues. He's not talking well. Can you have a chat to him and put him on the phone? Because a lot of people don't want to have that conversation.
No, that's right.
It's like you're reaching out to me and say, I'm not feeling. You're telling me about everything that's going on in your life, but I'm thinking, hey, geez, I don't want to have that conversation with you. But that's fine, and that's what we say. It's fine not having the conversation, but what you need to do is say, listen, Marcus, I'm here to support you, but let's get on the phone and talk to, whether you ring up Lifeline or all these services that are online. Or the EAP, and have that conversation. Listen, I'm with my friend, he's just telling me a few things, he's not feeling well, and have that chat. That's so important that that you be there. Because if I gave you a number, Marcus, call that number, you'll be fine. 9 out of 10 you won't call that number. But if I'm actually saying I'll ring them for you, and then you hop on that phone call and ring them, so you're actually there for them.
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. And we've had those conversations too. Like we've had a phone call at 10 o'clock at night, had a chat, and I'm going, dude, did you just get home? Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to look after yourself, so you're looking after everyone else, but sometimes it goes for everyone, including you.
And the good thing about strong minds is what they're doing is forming other mining companies, and because we know the mining industry is competitive. Everyone's battling for that job. Everyone's trying to get that contract. But with mental health, we're trying to unite an industry where we're getting. It doesn't matter if it's Anglo Gold, AGA. It doesn't matter if Northern Star. It doesn't matter if it's Roy Hill. It doesn't matter if it's BHP.
Yeah.
We're bringing them together underneath the same umbrella.
Yes.
Forming an alumni and sharing the information. Whether we might learn something from BHP, or we learn something from other people. Sharing that information and going forward as an industry.
Yeah,
that's so important.
It is.
We don't care about if we've got the best. Who's got the best program?
No, that's right.
We're in it to kind of help people and share it.
Yeah.
And get the stories out there. Put their mental health champions out there, and just sharing information.
See,
and also teaching them how
you're
to
talking about this now.
as well.
Like, I've got to point this out. You can see how passionate Soa is. He's,
Passionate.
he is. You are. And I love that. And that's how you are when you go to site and you introduce these packages.
And not in the mental health space, but the physical fitness aspect as well. Getting people to eat properly. Getting people to kind of just educating on what to eat, especially up to the mine sites. It's a free for all. The first time I was on a mine site, I put 4 kilos in 4 kilos on in like 1 hour because I was just eating everything. That's hard to do, and then you have you're walking past because it's all you can eat, right?
I know. Yeah,
so you're walking past these the apple pies and the custard, and you're walking past it starts talking to you.
He told me
and
this,
it's like eat me, and I'm like, what the hell?
But you don't want to upset it. You have to eat it.
Yeah. And I felt.
I've actually pulled my chair up to the Beau Marie before and just eaten out of
and
there.
I feel so sorry because when I walk past the ice cream's like going, look, I'm lonely.
Oh.
So I had some ice cream.
You don't want it to melt.
It's terrible. Yeah. So in 1 hour I put in for 4 kilos. But on a serious note, we do help people we educate them in eating properly, especially when they're taking supplements. A lot of people are taking the wrong supplements, and when I talk about the wrong supplements, like it could be the pre-workouts before their workouts, it could be protein powders, stuff like that. And the only reason why they're taking it is because their mates have said this is the best pre-workout, but you don't know what it is because in a traffic light system, you might test positive for something that's not in. And I know one of the. I remember the. It's come to me. One of the pre-workouts. Back in the day, it was Jack 3D. Jack 3D.
Yeah, right.
So Jack 3D. What happened was. I've taken it before. As soon as I've taken it before, I felt like going nightclubbing.
Really?
But what happened was the guys in jail now, the owners in jail now, because what they were doing is they were importing meth and putting meth into the product.
Oh shit! No way.
No joke. It wasn't no jokes. And then they obviously got busted and that.
So be careful what you take and make it reputable. And on that, I'm pretty sure that you even have some contacts. If you want to know about supplements, I have no doubt that Soa doesn't mind. Email.
Fat burners only. Talk to Paul and the crew. They're awesome. They'll all educate you. The 10 minutes you do spend with them, you'll know more than what you'll know if you're walking into a supplement store and they're actually telling you, listen, you should need to take this. But the reason why they're telling you to take this because it's the most expensive thing in the store.
That's right.
But without kind of thinking customer service.
They don't give a shit. Yeah, exactly. They don't care. Yeah. Anyway, mate, we're getting towards the exciting part of it.
I rambled on a little bit about mental health, but I am passionate.
No, he's passionate. That you're
so
passionate.
Get out there, talk, have that conversation, reach out. Are You OK Day is a day, but I think Are You OK Day is should be every day.
Yes. Yeah.
And where you're asking people, are you okay?
Yeah. And no, I agree 100%. Yeah. So don't be scared to ask that question.
Let's bring our special guest in, but before we do that, we're going to cut to a break.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it.
And then,
can we lead out with a song? You know I like your singing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm so in love with you. Whenever I'm. Okay, that's enough.
That's beautiful.
I don't want to give him too much.
No.
People might be watching this, and getting sexy time while I'm actually singing this song. So this is not a sexy time show.
We are talking
this
about
is
exercise.
Not just mining.
No, sexy time, you get your dolphins.
Yeah.
Dolphins go through the roof.
What dolphins?
Endorphins.
Endorphin.
Whatever.
All right, we'll be back.
All right. See you soon.
See ya. Welcome back, everyone.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm
Don't touch
excited.
it, man. Don't touch it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But hey, listen, guys. We told you we've got someone special. We've been excited from the start of this. But as soon as we got it announced that she was going to come on, welcome, Bang Bang Lulu,
Wow.
the current WBC world champ and also WBO.
Wow. That is so awesome.
It's amazing to have you here. I mean, we've been friends for a long time. Not that you're never friends with Marcus, but we go way back. And
he likes swimming with dolphins.
yeah, with dolphins.
I like dolphins. Dolphins. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I like dolphins because on the break I heard about what dolphins do to each other. That's not nice.
Okay.
That's where I get it.
But Lulu, welcome to the show, and thanks for coming on to our podcast.
Thanks
not
for
just
having
mining,
me.
because there's a lot of people not only in the mining industry, but a lot of people worldwide that listens to the show, watch the show as well. Massive fans and boxing fans as well.
Yeah, it's good.
What's going on? Like, obviously, you're here in Perth.
Yeah.
Yes. I know. And you're here in Perth for how long?
I'm here just now, just hanging out with the kids. COVID.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
It's hit us all. So I just got back from the States and finally got free from my isolation on last Wednesday. So it was a month of isolation.
Oh,
wow. How was that? We've spoken about that.
Yeah.
So you had to fly into Sydney.
I flew into Sydney and I did 2 weeks in a hotel. And then I flew back to Perth and had to go straight home for isolation
Oh,
again.
that would have just.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So what?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously being stuck in a room, with windows, but not that you can't. There's no balconies, right?
No bad.
No balconies. So what do you do?
What? No fresh air.
I had a window, thankfully.
That's
I was
good.
sticking my head out to get high off the fresh
That's
air.
crazy,
you know?
isn't it? It's tough.
You know what? It was tough, and I'm quite mentally strong because of what I do, and I think that being in isolation, I said it's tough because you're by yourself, and there's moments where you're just like, oh man, you kind of get frustrated, especially someone like myself. Like I love to train every day.
Yeah, of course.
So to sit in a hotel room, I'm like, yo,
Wow.
this is a bit frustrating. So I kind of went. The first week was cool, and you get to the midway mark, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I just think that it's really important while you're in isolation to make sure that you're giving yourself a routine.
Yeah.
Because it's different. You're used to being able to go out and get food or do whatever you want to do, but for this reason, you can't even open your door. I was told. I opened the door because if somebody knocked on the door, I poked my head out and like, close the door. I was like, oh,
Really?
damn.
Dude, that's.
So would that be security?
Yeah, that was sitting outside my room. So
That's crazy.
yeah, we had our food delivered, and that's pretty much it. So what I did actually, because I do train, is I packed my skipping rope, and I wanted to get hold of a double end ball, like a floor to ceiling ball, and I was ringing around, and I was like, oh, it's not going to come in time. I was like, oh, I really need to hit something,
Yeah.
So I had my hand wraps and a bouncy ball. So I created my own. And
Good on you.
Yeah, I just used that, and I still trained and watch a lot of Netflix. So.
Netflix are killing it at the moment, aren't they?
You know what though? I did spend a lot of time meditating.
Did you?
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
I do that. That's something I do. I do that.
And it was really awesome. Like
No, you don't.
he hovers above the ground with his spirits.
Yeah, I meditate and talk to my spirits.
They lift him off the ground, and he's like, oh.
Hey, you should come on one of the ghost hunting adventures.
Yeah, I should.
See?
I'll do it.
Would you really?
As long as it's good. Go
Done.
to the good ones.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll
I'm
talk.
just
Yeah.
borrowed. I'm just borrowed
just take that
so
with And I'm gonna
I don't know.
get
I'm
you
gonna smoke
I'm gonna
it
get
or
you
like
garlic
sniff it or
garlic
what?
necklace around your thing in case any vampires in there. Like just getting you the whole.
Vampires, dude. What are you talking
I'm gonna
about?
get the go to the Catholic
We
Church.
gotta do this.
And get
Yeah,
the,
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
let's do it.
Yeah.
The blessing, the water that she can throw it.
Let's see. I want to do something like
And it burns
Fremantle
them.
Museum or something. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lulu, let's
Sorry,
tell
I'll
us
take
about
it. Yeah.
tell us about yourself. Obviously, growing up in Perth.
Yes,
Yeah.
I grew up in Mandurah, and I've been living around Freo area for the bulk of the time. So, Yeah, I grew up there, and I've always been into sports. So when I was younger, I used to skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Same deal.
skateboarded on the world circuit in World Cups.
Really?
And, yeah.
Jesus.
I
do things
and
halfway.
you know, I was actually crazy because I got to skate with all of my favorite skaters at the Rod Laver Arena.
That
And
is
it was
awesome.
packed, and I didn't realise.
Yeah.
You know, there's Tony Hawk, there's, you know, Rodney
Wow.
Mullen. Yeah, man,
Jesus.
I'm telling you.
So did you travel overseas and do skateboarding? As
Yeah,
well?
I also went to the States and competed while I was over there when I was quite young, 17. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was epic.
So what made you get into boxing?
I tell you, to be honest, after my skateboarding, I kind of hit some walls. So you guys were talking about mental health before.
Yeah.
I definitely have had my fair share.
Yeah, right.
So
okay.
after skateboarding, I went through depression myself, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it's actually when I started boxing that I really figured it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
okay.
boxing.
So what did you figure out that boxing was your sport or the mental health side of it?
Just that I needed, I'm an athlete.
Okay.
You know, and I had moved away from that kind of lifestyle, and I didn't know what my purpose was anymore. You know, so there's a bit of me that was lost, and it took a bit of searching. But you know, I went through some hard moments, and my friend told me, "Oh, do you want to come to the gym? I'm doing like a women's fitness class. Do you want to come with me?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah.
So I went along, and that was it.
Really?
I was like,
Bang,
"Oh yeah,
just-
this
And
is
that was
for
just
me."
a boxing class, or?
It was actually initially a Muay Thai class.
Oh, okay.
And I went to one fitness class, and then I thought to myself, oh, I wonder what's on tonight. So I rang the gym. I said, what's on tonight? And I said, there's only fighters on tonight. You normally have to grade to go into fighters.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
okay, yeah.
You'll be alright. I'm like, yeah, okay, what do I need? And I was like, just come along. I'm like, okay, cool. And that's when I met Dean. Dean was my
Yep.
trainer.
Yep.
So I went, and I was like, what is this? I had no clue what I was doing, but I was like, yeah, this is good.
You're loving it, yeah.
And I said to him, I want to fight. And he's like, oh, okay. So he put
Wow.
me in that night to spar with another girl that was actually a perfect match. And I just got in there, and I was like, all right. And she hit me with a nice left hook, and I landed a nice right hand. I was like, okay, yeah, I
Nice,
can
going
do
on.
this. And I said to him, I want to fight. And he's like, okay. About 3 weeks later, I had my first fight. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So you've never fought in your life, apart from skateboarding, and 3 weeks you get a fight. Dean was your first coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've met Dean. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah,
he's a
Super nice guy. And I remember when we first met, and when I first met you, I thought, geez, there was something about you. Not that it was just you were just after it in a way that you didn't care if the world was going down. You could be still
I was
still
in
smiling.
my
You're in your
moment,
moment, and it was like one of those things that, man, she's going to be something big. And then you wanted to be boxing, and then you wanted to be the world champion. I thought, if you're going to be the world champion, you're going to be, you know, you have to be on it. And she's just got the right attitude to be the world champion. Look at you now.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I
That's
actually
so cool.
feel like, for me, sport is an amazing way of expressing ourselves. It's an art, and I feel like it's even quite spiritual.
Yeah.
For me, it is anyway. So when I was young, skateboarding kind of helped me through my life, and it took me away from something that I shouldn't have been near, and gave me something to focus on, gave me goals, and it gave me my dream. Like, my dream was, when I was skating, was to become the best, and I wanted to be number one. I wanted to be a world champion, and I kind of did. Why I went through my depression is because I stopped before I reached that mark, because I was young and I didn't really realize. So when I first started fighting, I was like, oh my God, this is my second chance. I'm an athlete again. This is the best, and I'm going to be the best.
Wow, that's awesome. What an awesome story.
It's amazing what, especially athletes, go through to get to where they, and the sacrifices they do make, because you do have kids, but you're over in the US to get, you know, to get that money, to get that, you know,
The
get that opportunity.
Yeah.
And sorry, so your kids stayed here?
Yes, so I've spent, like the miners, I spent a lot of time away from my family and away from my children, and it's challenging.
Tough. Yeah.
And I'm pretty much over there, you know, eat, sleep, train, repeat, and
So how many hours a day would you train?
I would say about 7 hours a day. Yeah.
Wow.
But I love it.
So,
Yeah,
so what would your daily routine be? So get up.
Oh, in the morning I'll get up early, so generally wake up, you know, I like to wake at 5 and go for the run, go for my 5 mile run, and then
Your what?
8Ks or something like
Okay.
that.
Wow.
Do all my sit-ups and push-ups, shadow boxing, and then try to get some food in, catch a rest, and then off to the gym
So
again.
you run 8 kilometers a day,
Yeah,
Jeez.
as in 8 kilometers, as in 8
yeah, 8
kilometers.
Yeah, like I
Per
think
day.
that next time you have that challenge where you got to reach those Ks, you
Yeah.
guys should. I'll take your slack
Yeah.
and I'll do
Oh.
the running for you. Then.
Geez, 8Ks. I've dreamt about doing 8Ks. One, you know, I remember dreaming about it. Never got there. I've done 5Ks.
Look, a kilometre.
I'm a heavyweight,
Is
so heavyweights don't really run that long. But
what am I? If you're heavy.
well, I couldn't. You
Just a weight.
Yeah, light heavy.
I'm just a weight.
Yeah.
I'm a doorstop.
Yeah. No, true. No, true. True story. I remember I was walking in and he stopped the door from closing.
Every time he comes
It's
in,
like
he
the
goes, "Where's
wooden
Marcus?"
pig.
Yeah.
Oh, did you eat Marcus? Oh, you are Marcus.
So we've seen some photos. What would be like? You've met some of your mentors,
Yeah.
and you've met and I've seen some of the pictures that you know, who would be the most inspiring person that you've met
Boxer.
in boxing?
Well, you know, I was super happy to meet Triple G. He's always been one of my favorite boxers. So I'd wake up in the morning before I'd run. Before I went back to the States, I would wake up every morning and chuck him on my video and get motivated. And yeah, I just like his style and how he would have a hard punch. And he always just seemed like really, you know, humble and chilled out. So when I got to meet him, it was amazing. It was such an experience, and just to sit with him and chat with him and have dinner and, you know, be out with him. And, you know, that was thanks to Elvis for making that happen, that I was able to meet people that do inspire me in the sport.
Yeah.
You know, I also got to meet the female version of that as well, who's Layla Ali.
Wow.
And I guess for me,
That's
for
Muhammad
females,
Ali's daughter, right?
Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali's daughter.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? And she's a boxer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
she's
was,
the undefeated champion as well.
Wow.
So how big was she? Like I just seen one of the photos that's just been posted.
So it's
up now.
almost like me and you standing
It's like
next to
crazy.
each other.
It's
Except
like-
she's like a more slimmer, beautiful version.
Yeah, and she's such a
That's
talented
all.
boxer.
It's not
Yeah, she
Awesome.
is.
And like, is there something that she said to you that kind of?
I think, you know, she
Ready
gave
to
me
go,
some
or-
tips. I think just dealing with the pressure, that was the main thing that I wanted to speak to her about, because I know being Muhammad Ali's daughter, she would have, you know, faced her own inner pressures, you know what I mean? Being an athlete, that's what, at that level, that's what we face, and everybody does. I know that everybody does at some point, but I was asking her, like, how did she handle dealing with the pressures and things like that? Because I think for me, while I was skateboarding, that was where I kind of got stuck, because when I was all in my own world, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden, from skateboarding, I'm like, where all these people come from? And, you know, I just wanted to be the best. I didn't really know what would come with it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, now they're all watching me, and now I've got to perform, and every time I would go out, I'm like, oh, it better be good, you know?
Yeah.
So I think for me, I wanted to overcome those hurdles with my opportunity to be the boxer, and I would definitely ask her about those things. But she's cool as, man. She's so humble, and she's such a beautiful person. Just sitting with her and being able to chat with her, you know, and like for boxing, you know, as for women to look up to, because I'm just all about doing my thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really glorify anybody because I just want to be good at what I do. But meeting someone like her was cool because I don't glorify her, but I absolutely look at what she's done with her life.
Yeah.
You know, what she's done before she started boxing, you know, the shit she used to get into, and, you know, I could totally relate with her. So it was awesome.
What about out of boxing? Who have you met out of boxing? Obviously, everyone wants to know who the champ is, and hang around the champ. But out of boxing, who would be?
Probably today's me. I think it's important, isn't it?
Marcus.
I like
Just sit there.
I like dolphins. You make the dolphins.
Just sit there, Marcus.
To be honest with you, Hulk, I think nobody necessarily like I ever glorify, but I really love my friends and family because they're the ones that support you. They're the ones that know you before you become something. So, and they're the ones that when you are having a shitty day, they won't judge you. They'll be there for you.
Exactly.
And I think that's my people. So.
Yeah, good on you.
Is there any advice, Steve, for people that are watching and listening, but any advice that you could give to people that are maybe struggling with mental health? Because I know you're a big mental health advocate because you've dealt with it. So, and you speak about it a lot, and I've seen the video because we're going to post the video up as well. is there advice for mental health, and is there advice for people that want to become champ or?
Yeah, for sure. I think that in life we all have a purpose, we all have a gift. It's actually just figuring out what that gift is that you have, and it doesn't have to be like that, or it doesn't have to be, you know, what somebody next to you do. It's about what makes you feel whole and connected to yourself. And I think that once you figure those things out, instead of worrying about what the world is doing, worrying about what the person next to you is doing, you start thinking about, how can I make myself feel good, and what makes me feel good, you know, what makes me feel happy and joyful, and that's what life's about, you know. We forget that because we're too busy trying to live in every, oh, I've got to do this for you, I've got to do this for you, but actually sometimes you just need to give yourself that special love and that special time, and there's nothing wrong with it, you know.
100%.
It's actually, you know, we should embrace that, you know, because if we don't have that joy and that love, then what are we doing and how are we living?
And
you're spot on. That's awesome.
So for mental health, basically, getting people to talk, right? Have that
Absolutely, definitely. Like I think that it should be something that's spoken about and not worried about, because you can be honest with your feelings and you can be in a safe place. So speak up and speak to your friends and reach out and get help, because sometimes you need the help.
Yeah.
Man, I'm inspired. You've inspired me after your little chat and kind of, you know, going after it at the end of the day. Hustle and grind.
I think you were inspiring me with all your passion before, because I feel the same way as you about mental health.
Yeah, it's and I can speak about it, and then when you speak about it, we speak about it with, because we've dealt with it before. We've gone through the depression, anxiety, and gone through suicide attempts. So we know when we talk about it. With the so what's next for you?
Right now there's not too much happening, but I'd absolutely love to be able to defend my world title here in Perth and give the home some love.
Would that be?
Yeah, and we should get Mark McGowan, the Premier of WA, to push it to get Bang Bang Lulu to defend her her WBC title in Perth. How good would that be? Promote it in Perth. It's huge.
Let's do it.
It's going to be huge, even though the borders are closed. But you know, we can have events here up to 35,000 people.
Yeah, we're one of the states that can do that.
Yeah, so
let's do it.
We should promote it, get it out there, and because I would love to.
Well, what do we need to do? Let's make it happen. What do you reckon?
We need to kind of get obviously push Mark McGowan to get to push it, because I know that they were talking about another event, and that was when Jeff Horn and
Tim Zhu, they were talking about trying to get that fight here.
So, and Mark McGowan was talking about it to try to bring it over here. But mate, you've got a legitimate world champion, WBC world champion, Bang Bang Lulu.
Living in your backyard, Mike.
In your backyard.
Living right here, Mr. McGowan. That's it, yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I'm the only current Australian world champion right now. So.
She's the only, that's right. She's the only current world champion in Australia.
You know what? I was this little girl all the way over in New York.
Yeah.
All the way from Perth.
It's a no-brainer. It has to be done.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And we need to do it. We need to make it happen. And you've got a lot of connections.
Yeah.
We need to get a sponsorship as well. So if you're watching this, let's sponsor
Troy.
Bang Bang Lulu.
Troy, I'm calling out to you, brother.
Because we've got our only world champ in our backyard in Australia, in WA. So
100%.
Let's make it happen. Yeah. Hey, on a brighter note, we're going to give you some quick fire questions.
All right, let's do it.
Quick fire questions.
Rounds.
So
We've got rounds.
So we do have rounds, but we're only going to do round one and round two.
That's all you'd last anyway, Hal.
Well, just it. We're talking about in bed. I'm joking. What?
Don't know about that. Jesus.
No. Sorry. No, that's
You a dolphin?
Yeah, dolphins.
Cool.
Start twitching dolphins.
Let's move back.
Dolphins. No. Okay.
So just real quick. So what are we doing?
So I'll do round one,
questions, and you've got to answer them.
You got to answer them. Yeah.
Right.
So they're quick fire questions. Whatever pops in your head, bang, hit them out.
Bang,
you are
bang.
bang
Bang,
Lulu.
bang.
Bang it out, and then we'll go.
Right.
Okay. So I'll do round one. You do round two.
Okay.
Okay. You ready? Bang bang Lulu.
Always
Put the
ready.
timer on, and here we go. Texting or talking?
Sexy.
Favorite day of the week?
Monday.
Favorite city in US besides the one you're in now?
In US.
Yep.
California.
California. Nickname your parents used to call you?
Lee.
Just like that.
Last song you downloaded?
Oh, jeez. Last song I downloaded.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah.
Favourite holiday?
Favorite holiday to Switzerland to the snow.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, how long does it take for you to get ready?
For the snow?
Going out.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Scale 1 to 10. How good driver are you?
10.
10. Ooh. Fill in the blank. Cardi B is.
Raunchy.
Ooh, I would have said wop. Wop.
Wop, wop.
At what age will you retire?
From boxing, a couple of years. 38.
38. Invisible or super strength?
Super strength.
Yeah.
Super strength, right. Okay. Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
Absolutely.
Is it?
Yeah, how can you be
But aren't crackers
vegetarian?
made of wheat?
No.
Well, there's animal
They
crackers.
got animal chicken flavour on it. That's
Oh, it does
chicken
it?
flavour, man.
Yeah.
You can't be vegetarian.
Animal chicken flavour.
No, that's like a vegan eating an egg. Can't do it.
But it wouldn't be real though. Like,
It might be like Beyond Meat
Yeah.
flavouring or something
one
like
of
that.
those,
You know, like
yeah.
a Beyond Meat cracker. Like it's
What if
been
the animal was a
dehydrated.
vegetarian?
What the animal vegetarian?
That you-
If it was grass fed. Get it?
Would you
Grass
use
fed. Grass fed.
I eat anything. Oh.
All right. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, round two.
All right, round two. Ready?
Okay, are you ready?
Are ready? In 5. No, I can't say let's get ready from.
I need my mouth
Ready?
cut.
Here we go. And 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go. It's me. Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping secrets?
9.
9. As in no name? Oh, okay. Or 9. Yeah.
9.
Ariel or Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Okay. First celebrity crush.
Bop, up. Hanson.
Long hair dudes. Yeah. Cool. Dawn or dusk?
Dawn.
Good movie that. Okay.
That's you like. You know that, don't you? Jesus, this is really coming out today.
Vampires. If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
Go back to being 17, skateboarding again.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you snore?
No, I don't know. I'm asleep.
Place you most want to travel?
I'll go back to Thailand with this one.
What goes in Thailand
Awesome,
stays in
awesome.
Thailand.
Not
Favourite talking about ping pong shows. Keep going. Keep going.
Just love that, eh?
Yeah.
Favourite junk food?
Oh man, chocolate.
Chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Chocolate's good. That gets dolphins going too, apparently. Favourite childhood TV show?
Home and Away.
Oh, I'm not Skippy.
No, it could have been.
What about Skippy?
Ah,
hell?
What about Flipper?
No, I loved Home and Away.
Favourite season?
Summer.
Oh, yeah. Last Halloween costume? Haunted again.
No, I was a police cop.
Ooh.
A police cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. With like Day of the Dead.
Oh.
Day of the Dead
yes,
police
yes.
cop.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
went to a big party in Sunset Boulevard.
That's
Halloween
cool.
party over there. It's pretty epic.
That's awesome. That makes this question boring. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Do you ever post inspirational quotes on social media?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. That was cool. That was
That's
awesome.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
You
You
killed it.
inspired?
I'm inspired. I was inspired when you walked in the door.
Yeah. You had me at hello. You get that meeting? You had me at hello. Yeah. With that. Okay. So listen. So we met earlier this week, and you were sparring Michael Finnegan.
Yes.
Mick Finnegan from McMahon, the CEO from McMahon. He loved it. He just thought it was just amazing, and he had the headgear on, and he was puffed out after the first round, and then obviously we did 5 rounds of it, and then he just it was amazing. He just couldn't stop talking about
I was
it.
pretty impressed that he did 5 rounds.
Yeah, well, you maybe took it light on him, but the last round you went really, started hitting the body heavy. He couldn't stop talking about it, and then at night time he rang me. He was just he goes, mate, it was amazing, like, just to be in there with a person that has won and gone up and won the WBC title belt. But I have a challenge, and my challenge is that Marcus Rader hops in the ring with you,
Whoa,
he's just going to
whoa.
last 3 minutes with you.
Hang on.
See
So
if
that's
he's
my
good enough
challenge.
to be on the radar.
Look, hang on. Why am I always at the
No,
end of the stick?
no, this is my challenge to you, that all you need to do is last one round of 3 minutes. So there's 10 rounds in a boxing fight.
That's a lot of seconds. What is that?
Mate, so all you need to do is last 3 minutes. That's my challenge to you.
Against you?
Yes.
No,
So-
I can't,
Only
no.
little, man.
And it's only 3 minutes, you move around and she'll do a couple of body shots and that's it. And that's it. It's finished.
Well, hang on,
Three
do you want me to
rounds.
say in
So
this?
3 minutes, 1 round, and that's it.
Okay, you know what? I would accept that challenge.
You brought your mouth guard today.
Yeah, I did.
And
I
you
bought
bought-
one.
yeah,
It's
you bought
red.
your mouth
It's
guard.
red, so automatically I
There
said
you go.
it needs to be red because it looks like I'm bleeding already. People
Yes.
will say red straight away. But I'll do that as long as you come along to a most haunted
Ooh,
adventure.
See, we're all gonna do it.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The three of us should go. Yeah, let's do.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So,
Done. No, mate,
So,
you've
yeah.
said this before.
Yeah.
so,
Is he a man of his word?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends. Well, do you need to talk about that? But
Oh, apparently, I don't get to talk about this one, but
Now
yeah.
there's rules.
but we are going to go now and pop the gloves on, and he's going to do a 3 minute round, and he needs to last 3 minutes with Bang Bang
I'm a
Lulu,
little bit scared.
the world champion, WBC champ, for 3 minutes, 1 round.
3
That's it.
minutes. Same.
So guys, we will be back, and this is going
Actually,
to
we're
be fun.
going to quick shout out because I'm guessing we're not going to be doing it here in the warehouse.
Just
'cause
promise me you won't take any of that jacked, you know?
What? Oh, that no.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's a lot of stomach to hit for body shots
Oh,
anyway,
no.
so
Why? Why do you just go down there all the time?
I'm joking.
No, I know you're not. But yeah, Jono next door,
Yeah.
his gym.
We'll be back
just
soon.
sort of yeah, okay, cool.
alright, and we'll show you the video.
Oh, great.
Actually, the videos are
The
played
joke's on me again, just
It was
like last
funny.
week. Why? Hang on. There's a trend here.
Yeah.
Everyone's always laughing at me doing a shit thing.
Okay.
Or getting.
Is that a shit thing?
Well, getting beaten up by you. You didn't get beaten up by anyone.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll be back.
I might not be, I don't know.
Then what's up, guys? Marcus has to last 1 round, 3 minutes with the world champ.
It's not good. You've got that on my back, like, you know, like,
All right, Marcus. So this is what you got to do. She's the world champ, WBC champ. So what you've got to do is just get in there, right, and just last 3 minutes. That's all you need to do.
That's a long time, brother.
Don't worry about anything else. Just last 3 minutes. You got 1 round, last 3 minutes, okay? All right, you ready? Wait a minute. Because you're gonna need this, brother. Mouth guard in. Here we go. All right. You should be good to go, mate. Here we go. Should be good. Hang on. Ready? That's good. Ready? All right. Okay. Bring it in. All right, Marcus. Let's go. All right, guys. Wait. Shake on. Yes. All right. So no low shots. Keep it simple. And all you need to do is just last for 3 minutes, okay? Ready? Go back to corner. All right. You hang on, wait. All right, ready? Go. How long has he got?
My head and my arm.
Marcus, how long we got?
30 seconds to go.
30 seconds, Marcus, 30 seconds. Go, Marcus, go. The champ.
Maybe you should take up this exercise.
Holy moly, I need to get fit.
Okay, let's bring it over here.
Is this where we have it? Thank you so much.
How you feeling, Marcus? How you feeling after that?
Yeah, awesome. Dolphins. I see dolphins everywhere.
There must be. You're right. Thinking of the dolphins and
Yeah.
Dolphins, that's it.
Hey, you did well, man. You ran a
I
lot.
thought it was a humpback whale. Shit.
That's smack talk.
That's when his pants fell down. His pants fell down and it was a hump whale.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Hey, well done, Marcus. That was a good challenge. And we've got another good challenge.
Legend, honestly. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Oh, that was so funny, man. Hey, at least
you
you
like
lasted.
those body shots, man? That was easy work.
I now need to go home to my wife and explain why I've got bruises from my neck to my stomach, and mainly my stomach. Well, that just,
Oh, gee.
you can hit.
That was...
I mean, obviously, but wow.
Hey, guys, listen, we need to go because we've been...
Sweating, dying.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in for another episode of episode 7. And thank you, Bang Bang Lulu, for coming in and dusting up our friend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's the fun
Yeah.
part, you know. I get paid to knock people out.
But yeah, thank you guys, and we'll tune in next week.
Love you guys. See ya.
Peace.